Lemlemt Kolenjuten, Lemlemt Kolenjuten, East Chwalt, Lemlemt Choliayatstim, Lemlemt Cholachal, Tim Cholauch, Lemlemt Chols Eulk, Lemlemt Cholis Etlen, Lemlemt de Shlako, Lemlemt Choliayatis Naxil, Echiwai.
Mahuya, Kolewum Tessia.
I've been living in the community for 41 years, and I've been sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I just realized that I've been waiting for myself, because it's up to me to start doing for myself, and for me to get back on the land and not to have someone come and help me get back on the land. It's my responsibility, so that's what I thought. I had the opportunity for Danielle Saddleman to come and work with me, and the excitement that she had inspired me to get more excited about what we were doing, getting back on the land. And with Danielle, both of us have the passion.
This food is our medicine. Being out on the land made me feel like I could breathe again. Gathering the 4 food chiefs, I felt a connection because they're a part of us. In the spring, we harvested speetlum. In the summer, we harvested siak, Saskatoon berry. In the fall, we harvested intich, king salmon. In the fall-winter, we harvested slatchinum, deer.
When we were out on the land, we had 4 generations of gatherers and pickers. So we had the children, their parents, and then my generation, and then the elders that above me. And from there too, there was teachings from each level of the generations that we shared. And again, it's all about sharing your knowledge. Stories came up when you're out on the land. Oh, I remember when Grandma did this. Oh, I remember when someone else did this or that, or how they gathered, or just different stories came about.
I'd like to tell a little bit about my life when I was younger, and my grandmother and my grandfather, my aunt and my uncle. They were loading up this wagon with horses, and they had brought in water and food, and they brought some hay for the horses, and they brought you know, the baskets for the picking and buckets, and they brought well, my uncle and my grandpa brought the guns to hunt, and my aunt and my grandma, they went picking. And I wanted to go along, but my mom said I was too young, so I couldn't go, so I watched them as they loaded up everything and they headed up Silver Star. And I must have been about 5 or 6 at that time, and I always remember that. Because nowadays when you go on go pick berries, you take a 4x4 or, you know, a good vehicle, but it must have took my grandparents and my aunt and uncle a long time to get up there, because that's a long, you know, that's a long road to get up on top. And they stayed for days, so when they'd come back, we'd have the huckleberries in the containers, and that was so so good. We loved huckleberries. It was so peaceful, you know. I just felt like in part of heaven there, because you're picking berries, and the air is so clean. You know, there's the cool air, there's the freshness of the smell of the pine and the fir, and smelling even the huckleberries, you know. It's like you could stay there and just really enjoy it.
Techniques have been taught by our grandmothers and great-grandmothers on how to prepare these different foods. For example, we went and we did hunting and we got our slatchinum, our deer meat. There's a technique to cooking deer meat. is in order for it not to be tough or stringy or a gamey taste, you need to prepare it and cook it real slow. To me, food is medicine. It's medicine for the mind, the body, and your spirit. It's more than just nourishing your body. It's more of a wellness. It brings you a whole wellness. And by that I mean mentally, when you're on the land, you're learning. You're learning about the land, you're making, and then emotionally is the connections to the land, the animals, your people. Physically, you're out there, you're healthy, you're getting your physical activity, you're eating the beautiful berries. And most of all, though, it's a spiritual connection. The spiritual connection is, to me, is respect.